Hello guys, welcome to Sabonzy Academy. In this video, we are going to solve the 2017 core maths theory questions. I begin with the question 1. So question 1a, given that log 10x is equal to bar 1.3010 and log 10y is equal to 1.6021, find log 10 square root of x over y. You have log to the base 10 of x equal to 1 bar plus 3010 and log to the base 10 of y to be equal to 1.6021. So log to the base 10 of square root of x over y. Alright, so we know that square root of a number can be written as, so square root of a can be written as a raised to the power 1 over 2. So we can rewrite this expression as log to the base 10 of x over y raised to the power 1 over 2. Now we can rewrite this as 1 over 2 log to the base 10 of x over y. Now in logarithm, when two numbers are dividing, we subtract. So we can rewrite this whole thing as 1 over 2 multiplying log to the base 10 of x minus log to the base 10 of y. Now from our question, we know that log to the base 10 of x is equal to bar 1.3010. So log 10x is equal to 1 bar 3010. And then log to the base 10 of y is equal to 1.6021. So for the values of log 10x and log 10y, we have the characteristic and the mantissa. So the whole number part is the characteristic. So bar 1 becomes our characteristic. And the decimal portion becomes our mantissa. Okay, so putting it in our equation, you have 1 over 2 multiplying bar 1.3010 minus 1.6021. Now splitting our value to the mantissa and then the characteristic, we have 1 over 2 bar 1 plus 0.3010 minus 1 minus 0.6021. So we have 1 over 2 into bracket bar 1 plus 0.3010 minus 1 minus 0.6021. Now bar 1 is the same as negative 1. So we will have negative 1 minus 1 will give us negative 2. And negative 2 is the same as bar 2. So we write bar 2 plus 0.3010 minus 0.6021. We will have 0.3011. At this point, we need to add a number to the characteristic and mantissa in the sense that when we add the number to the characteristic and we divide by 2, we get a whole number. And then when we add that number to the mantissa, we get a positive number. If we should take 1, when we add 1, 2, so taking 1, if we add 1 to the mantissa, we get negative 1. So minus 2 plus 1, we get negative 1. And if we divide negative 1 by 2, we get negative 0.5, which is not a whole number. So 1, we cannot use 1. So if we take 2, negative 2 plus 2, we get 0. And we can't divide 0 by 2. So obviously we can't add 2. But if we take minus 2, Negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4. And when we divide negative 4 by 2, we have 2. And when we add 2 to the mantissa, we get a positive number. So we have 1 over 2 into bracket 2 bar minus 2 plus 2 minus 0.3011. So in this case, we've not changed our equation or our expression. So we have 1 over 2. Negative 2 minus 2, we have negative 4, which is the same as bar 4. So we have bar 4. Then 2 minus 0.3011, we have 1 point. So we have 1.6989. Now dividing this by 2, we would have 1 over 2 divided by bar 4 plus 1 over 2 times 1.6989. Now bar 4 divided by 4, we have bar 2. So bar 2 plus 1.6989 divided by 2, we have 0.8495. So our final answer becomes bar 2.8495. Alright, so moving on to the question 1b. A man bought some shirts for 720 Ghana cedi. If each shirt was 2 Ghana cedi cheaper, he would have received 4 more shirts. Calculate the number of shirts bought. So we have shirts for Ghana cedi 720.00. Now we don't know the number of shirts he bought. So let's say, the number of shirts bought be N. So the amount he paid for one shirt will be 720 over N. Now they are saying that if each shirt was 2 cedi cheaper, he would have received 4 more shirts. If each shirt was 2 cedis cheaper, our number of shirts will be N plus 4. So we can rewrite this whole thing as 720 over N minus 2 is equal to 720 over N plus 4. Now this whole thing can be written as 720 minus 2N all over N is equal to 720 all over N plus 4. Now when we multiply by the LCM, which is N into brackets N plus 4, we have, so multiplying by N into brackets N plus 4. Then we do the same thing for the right hand side. So we have 720 over N plus 4, multiplying N into brackets N plus 4. Now N cancels N, and N plus 4 cancels N plus 4. Our new expression becomes 720 minus 2N multiplying N plus 4 is equal to 720N. Now multiplying to remove brackets, we have 720 times N. So 720N plus 720 times 4 will give us 2,800. So 2,800. Then negative 2N times N, we have negative 2N squared then negative 2n times 4, we'd have negative 8n is equal to 720n. So we have negative 2n squared minus 8n plus 720n plus 2800 is equal to 720n. Now, equating everything to 0, we will have negative 2n squared minus 8n plus 720n minus 720n, because this 720n will cross the equal to sign and will become negative, plus 2800, all equals 0. So we have negative 2n squared minus 8n plus 2800 is equal to 0. So we have minus 2n squared minus 8n plus 2800 is equal to 0. Now dividing both sides by negative 2. So if we divide both sides by negative 2, by negative 2, negative 2, negative 2, we'll have n squared plus 4n minus 1400 equals 0. So we factorize. So we look for two factors. When we multiply, we get negative 1400, and when we add, we get 4. So we can go for negative 36 and 40 would give us negative 1400. And when we add negative 36 plus 40, we get 4. So our expression becomes n squared minus 36n plus 40n, then minus 1400 equals 0. We have n squared minus 36n plus 40n minus 1400. So we factorize n out. So here we'd have n into brackets n minus 36 plus 40 into brackets n minus 36 equals 0. So we have n plus 40 in one bracket, then n minus 36 in another bracket equals 0. So we can say that n plus 40 is equal to 0, or n minus 36 is equal to 0. Now when we make n the subject here, we would have n is equal to 40 minus 40, or n is equal to 36. But we know that the number of shirts cannot be negative. So we write that since number of shirts cannot be negative, then n cannot be equal to negative 40. Therefore, n is equal to 36 shirts. So that brings us to the end of question 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. We'll be moving on to the question 2.